What is happening, lovely people? Thank you so much for clicking on my video. So today I'm brought to you a get ready with me, come let's do my makeup and style this hair baby. We're going for a party, a birthday party. So guys, this is a very detailed one, a full coverage makeup. I'm going straight to priming my face. I'm using Angel Veil Primer, Skin Perfecting Primer. I literally just put that all over my face and go straight into my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use a pencil that I got from the hair shop. Any local beauty supply shop would have this, and I literally just outline my brows. At the start of the brow, I literally do that flick thing to make it look natural. I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut. I normally use Beautiful Bronze, but I think they ran out, so I went with Chestnut, and I think it's quite similar. I follow my natural eyebrow shape as much as possible and try to stick with it to make it like natural. I don't know, it's not natural, but we want it to be natural. Try. Then I go over it with a brush to make sure that it's blended nicely. I literally hate halo brows when the top of the brow is just so bright. Like, I really hate that, so I try so hard not to have that. So I'm blending really nicely and bringing it up towards my forehead. I then use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn to do my highlight. Guys, I'm gonna look very white, I'm gonna look very oyibo, I don't know what's going on, but you need to trust the process, okay? Before I blend anything, I literally use this matte lip cream as a blush, a liquid blush. I find that it makes my face nice and warm when everything comes together. Once I've put everything in the right places, I set my face with the MAC Prep and Prime. I literally spray it all over it before I start blending. I'm using this beauty blender that I actually got from Primark. Trick, you just need to warm it in the microwave for like 10 seconds and it gets really nice and soft. And yeah, so I'm literally just blending, guys. It's looking very wild right now. Like, I look like this is not my face. It's like a borrowed face at the moment, but I promise you it's gonna come together nicely. I found that using really bright under eye and then going over it with my concealer brings the natural chocolate skin back into my face. Do you know what I mean? It makes me look so sweet. I then use this angled brush, it's for contouring, to literally just blend the liquid blush that I've got on my face at the moment. I kind of like mix it into my skin, mixed with the concealer, just to try and make everything look like one. Like, there's so many different colors, highlight, low light, you know, colors, red and white, but you kind of have to make it mix nicely so that you don't look like a Oompa Loompa or, you know, a clown, really. Another trick, I realized that layering my concealer helps me really get a nice base. And at the moment, if you didn't know, I will tell you now. Let me tell you, say, getting a really good base is really important for your makeup. Like, your makeup will not be good and excel if the base is making nonsense, rubbish noise. Anyways, so as you saw, I actually layered it with a LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut again, and now I'm going in with the e.l.f. in the shade Deep Olive, and I'm literally just blending, trying to keep the product in the same space as much as possible, not spreading it out too much, not like swiping it, not doing too much, just literally just dabbing and control it. And then I literally go in with my Born This Way concealer as well. The Born This Way concealer, it's in the shade Maple, and I literally just go over it. So I use a mixture of like bright and less bright concealers, and just make sure that it's nicely blended. I've also started doing something different by like dragging my concealer past my eyes. Can you see that sharp line that's going on there? Yeah, it makes such a big difference. I then literally use my foundation, my Huda Beauty Luminous Matte Foundation. I can't remember the shade. I think it's Lava Cake or Ganache. like one of the darkest shades that's there, I believe. I will double check when I'm home to get back to you guys, but I believe it's the darkest shade. And at least you just go over all my face, like the places that aren't highlighted, and I'm using a little bit of it to go down the bridge of my nose, just to like contour and bring everything together. Don't play with it, literally. And I'm blending all that. Look at how it's melting nicely together with the contour, like I mean with that highlight. Like I know the contrast is mad, but like look at the way it's looking now once I'm blending it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's brought the darkness, the chocolate back into my face so much that I had to put the highlight back into my face a little bit. So that's what I'm doing now. Just dabbing away. Dabby. I've literally been doing this new trick as well, where I literally put concealer underneath my cheekbone. To be fair, it's not new. A lot of people have been doing it. I just not been doing it because I just feel like it used to make me feel like it's not blended properly. But if you do it right, if you get it right, Charlie, it's not easy. Your face will look very, very, very contoured, and it's just gonna give you that look. It's just given, man. Anyway, so I'm going in. I heard again another trick. Make sure you set your concealer first and then you bake. So I'm going over my whole entire face with my Revolution powder. I believe it's in the shade Banana Deep. And then now I'm about to bake with my Huda Beauty powder. This powder smells so good, and I think I get the hype. Like I literally purchased it because everyone was talking about it. I had to try it, and I literally raised my hand. I admit to check. It's really, really good. I really love it. It just gives you that flawless finish. I also put a bit of powder on my cheeks and pretty much all over my face because I don't like it when like my under eyes are fine and then the rest of my face is just bare oily for no reason. Like are we frying an egg? And then I'm literally using my Fenty instant warm bronzer in the shade Sunstalker, I believe. Yeah, it's really lovely. As you can see, it's giving me that highlight. When they see that highlight blink, the highlight is blinking. Anyways, I'm going in on the sides of my nose to give me that nice contour. I really went in with the contour. It's looking bright. It's looking a lot. It's shining. It's in your eyes. But please, don't worry. It's gonna come down. It's going to come down a bit. I'm using my powder. I believe this is with the Revolution powder, just to define the contour a little bit and bring the harshness down. I decided to leave it there to bake a bit, and I'm literally doing my eyebrows. I'm using my James palette. I will try and list everything down in the description box, and I'm using the colors. I used a bit of orange, and I wanted to do a bit of a smoky eye because I'm wearing all black, so I was just feeling that vibe. So I did a bit of orange and dark brown, and then I'm using I used my LA Girl Pro concealer to cut a little bit of a crease, and then I used this like brown, no, it was like a yellowish kind of color, just to like go over it and give me that little cut crease type of thing. Guys, I literally had to put my eyelash on off camera because my glue is nearly done and it's just a struggle at the moment. It wasn't sticking, so I was like, yeah, I'll just cut that bit off. Ah, whoop, jump scare. No, this frontal is a mazzoline. Like it's what's the word? I can't even find the word for it. It's battered. It's been through a lot in life. Literally, when I pray for this wig because wow. Anyways, I had to take the band off because I couldn't breathe. My head circulation wasn't working, so I took it off and finished off my makeup by applying my highlighter, which is from Sleek. Can't remember the name of it. I'll put it in the description. I literally put it on my cheeks and on my nose, and then I lined my lip with the same pencil that I used for my eyebrows, and then I used my friend's NN Beauty lip gloss, and then I went over it with Kiko. I also used my matte mineralized skin finish in the shade Deep, Dark Deep, to go all over my face, and then I used my mascara to outline my eyelashes underneath my eyelash. I don't know. And then I used the pencil to line my waterline, and then I set my face entirely. I used the Revolution setting spray. Now let's get into this hair, baby. Claw clip trendy hair look. It's a vibe. If you're not doing this, then are you even a baddie? Don't play with it. As you know, this wig is battered. Like, the lace is done. Like, I can count how much hair is left on this lace. But I still want to be doing crinkle. I still want to be doing stylist on this hair, bruh. Anyways, so I decided to literally section the hair and cover the parts that doesn't need to be seen by the masses. And I'm just doing a little bit of a I'm doing a little bit of a half up, half down situation. So I'm literally just sectioning it at the moment. Wow, both is not my language. English is not my first language, guys. Anyways, I sectioned it and literally just tied it away on the side. And now we're getting to this part. So we're gonna tuck it away. As you know, this hair is the same wig that I used as the bangs, so the front is very, very short, so I had to really just play around with it to tuck it all in nicely. And if you can see that hole, yeah, ignore it, just pretend you haven't seen it. So yeah, I was just molding it with my hands and using this got to be glued just to try and set it in place nicely. And then I just literally just tucked it in behind my ears, and I did the same thing on the other side. Yeah, using the hot comb to melt it as flat as it can get, literally as it needs to be scalp, baby. And then I'm using the dryer to dry it in place. I use the cool setting just so it just nicely sticks. And again, went over it with the got to be glued spray, tucked everything behind my behind my ears, and then I literally just tied it away in place. I spray it one more time all over and let it dry, and try to stick it in place to cover the bits that doesn't need to be seen. Very, very easy hairstyle, but it's so cute. And then just to define my line, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut, because I didn't want it to be too bright, but then I wanted it to look nice and defined. And then what I did was just flick that half up bit of the hair and use the clip to like hold it up so that it just, yeah, it looks so cute. Look at that. It looks for real. So beautiful, man. I hope you guys try it. Let me know if you do in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching.